Hello everyone, this is SyntaxError and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to do another custom item, which is the Midas Pickaxe. So for example, if I do a give Midas Pickaxe command, it will give us this pickaxe with custom lore and it's set to unbreakable. So then, if we break this, it will drop a piece of golden gut, and if you breaking, we'll actually notice that the durability is not depleting. Then, however, if we give ourselves, let's just say an Acacia leaf block, and we mine with the golden pick, it will not drop anything because it's not a shears and it doesn't have silk touch. So by default, it will not drop anything. So let's get straight into the coding then. Alright, for the coding part, we are back in our custom items plugin, which we have been doing for the past few videos. And so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to head into our item manager class to add the item. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to create the item stack, and we can type in public static item stack and call it Midas Pickaxe. Within our semicolon, we can scroll all the way down, create how the item will look. So private static void create Midas Pickaxe. Then we can put our brackets and our curly brackets, type in item stack item equals to a new item stack, and put its material as a golden pickaxe, because why not? Because of the golden touch. Yeah. And put its amount as 1, put our semicolon, then item meta equals to item dot get item meta. And we're going to set the display name, so meta.set display name, and over here we're just going to go copy, paste in our color code from before, which this symbol plus a 6 means gold in color. We're just going to type in Midas Pickaxe, then we are going to create a lore. The lore is going to be slightly different. We are going to have to use a list for the lore. So list string lore goes to a new array list, single brackets, and finally our normal brackets, put a semicolon, and add the lore now. So add lore.add, put our speech marks in the bracket and paste in our color code, call it a legendary item. Then and type lore.add, put this in again. Then we can call it the golden touch. Then we can put our colon, finally our semicolon, then finally lore.add, put this speech marks, change the 6 to a 7 in the color code so that it's going to be a gray color. Then we can type in every drop will turn to gold, our full stop, and finally our semicolon. Then we can do meta.set lore as our lore. We have put the asterisk there. Then and type in item.set item meta as meta, and finally put in Midas Pickaxe equal to our item. And we can actually do meta.set unbreakable because gold pickaxes just breaks too fast. We're just going to put meta.set unbreakable to true, so it doesn't break at all. Then now we can go all the way up here to our init class, our initialization class. We can type in create Midas Pickaxe. So that's the item created. Now we're going to move on to the commands. We can go on to our commands class, go all the way down. All these was done in the first episode. The link will be down in the description. We can type in if our cmd.getName. And yes, there has been a few suggestions. I mean, like a suggestion, use a GUI menu to get the items. That will be done in the future. In a separate video. It probably won't be in the custom items plugin, but yeah, just so that it won't be that confusing. So command.getName dot equals ignore case, and then we're gonna type in give Midas Pickaxe and put our curly brackets player, which is technically our sender. Type in player.getInventory dot add item and put in item manager dot Midas Pickaxe and our semicolon finally. Then we can go on to our custom items main plugin. Then we can register, not register, we can put in the command. We can use the command. So this dot gets command. We can type in give Midas Pickaxe. Outside the bracket, we can put in set executor, and inside we're gonna put new commands. Commands is basically our commands class, and whatever we type in here has to be the same as whatever we typed here in the command class. Finally, we can move on to the plugin.yml. We can type in give Midas Pickaxe. Then we can put a colon description, put it as gives a Midas Pickaxe to the player, and finally its usage. I'm gonna put it slash angle bracket command, close angle bracket, and we are done with the command. So we are going to move on to the function now. For the items function, we can go ahead and create a new Java class. This time we can name it Midas Pickaxe so that we do not get confused with the other item events. So we can put in implements listener as the put in listener. Then as usual, then we can type in at event handler and put in public void on break. I'm getting all the spelling wrong. This is bad. Then we can put block break event. Oh my god. That's the wrong one. You can put in block break event and type in event. So you will only run whenever a block is broken. Then what we can do next is that we can run an if statement to compare whether or not our player is holding a Midas Pickaxe. So it's gonna be kind of long, so hang on with me. If event.get player.get inventory.get item in main hand.get item meta. That's the wrong one. Get lore.contains finally our brackets. We can put in our speech marks. Then we can go into our item manager, copy and paste it into our Midas Pickaxe. The reason why we are comparing the lore and not the custom name as we used to do last time is that it was a pretty bad idea because players can rename items using anvils, and we do not want the item to lose its function whenever player renames an item. So it'll be a safer option if we compare the lores. Then next thing we can do is that we can create a collection, and in the angle brackets we can put in item stack. Then we have to import both of these, and for this we are just going to call it drops, and we're going to do equals to our event.getBlock.getDrops. Then we are going to compare. We're going to run another if statement and see if the drops is not equal to 0, because we don't want gold to be dropping whenever there's not supposed to be any drops. For example, if the player breaks a leaf block without shears, silk touch, there should not be any gold drop. We're gonna put in the exclamatory mark to show the opposite of. Then we're gonna do drops.size. So brackets equals to 0. So this just says that if the number of drops that's going to drop is not equal to 0, then only we run whatever is inside these curly brackets. So whatever is inside these curly brackets, we can just put event dot set drop items false. This just cancels off whatever is being dropped. For example, if I break a piece of cobblestone, it will not drop the cobblestone. Then the next thing we can do is that we can do a world. Oh, no, that's the wrong. I am this is not going well for me. If we're just gonna type in event dot get block dot get world dot drop item naturally, and in this bracket we're gonna put in a location. So event dot get block dot get location, and after the comma we're gonna put the item stack. So we're gonna do new item stack and put our brackets, and in the brackets we're going to type in the material of the item, which in this case will be a gold ingot. So material.gold ingot, and we're going to type in comma 1. All right, then the final thing that we have to do is we have to head into the custom items main class, and we have to register the event. We can go ahead and type in this dot get server dot get plugin manager dot register events. In the brackets we're going to type in new Midas Pickaxe, which is basically the name of our class, new Midas Pickaxe, and then comma this. So that's it. So we're going to build the plugin now and reload the server. So I'll see you in the test server then. Alright, we are back in the test server, and now we can go ahead and run the command give Midas Pickaxe. It'll give us this Midas Pickaxe. Now if we break the leaf block, it will not drop anything because it does not have silk touch on it, and it also does not have it's also not a pair of shears. So then if we break the stone, however, it will give us a golden god, and same thing goes for the rest of them. And we can actually see that the durability of the Midas Pickaxe is also not depleting because it's set to unbreakable. Also, the custom lore and everything is there. That's that, I guess. Well, that's it for today's video, I guess. So if you all enjoyed this tutorial and want to see more of it, please leave a like and subscribe. It'll be greatly appreciated. If you do have any suggestions for future plugins or future video ideas or things that you want me to code into Minecraft, feel free to leave a comment down below saying what you want me to code next. And with that all said, thank you all for watching. I'll see you when I see you in the next video. Bye!